Hi everyone, I'm Nisha from Ask Psych. It's been a really long time since I made any videos or had a discussion with you all. Yes, I was responding to your mails whenever I got the emails and messages from you all. I was very particular that I respond to all the mails and messages that you have sent us. Since the country and the world is going through a very difficult phase, everybody is doing their bit in sharing their knowledge and probably helping someone else be better. So the ministers, prime minister, let it be the state ministerial bodies, and even the health workers, and everyone has been sharing their bit of information, which is extremely essential at this point of our hour. Since there are a number of videos telling us about the basic hygiene that we need to follow, and also about the social aspect of the distancing that we need to follow, we are all aware of it. But there is one underlying factor which is extremely important, not just in facing COVID, but in general, not just about COVID-19, but in general. That is to have an extremely good immunity system so that we can face any kind of viruses, any kind of foreign body that attacks our body. So the immune system has to be extremely strong. I do not want to bring in too much of science and biology into it because I know a lot of you wouldn't like to hear things like that. So I'm talking about the basic concepts, which all of us know but we tend to ignore. So most of my videos have been like that, you know about it. So a few things that we need to keep in mind to have a good or to keep our immune system at its best. One thing is that we are all in the state of panic, which is really not necessary, but yeah, we have to be careful, cautious and sensible. That there is a fine line between it, but then the state of panic is extremely bad. The kind of news that we hear that people who have been diagnosed, who are under quarantine, who are under isolation, are running away from the wards or trying to attempt suicide. There are so many negative things that we're hearing. So I want to address that particular aspect as in, do not be stressed or be panicked, because there's a chance of having a mass hysteria on panic, because people are extremely scared. But the only thing that we need to follow is the two basic principles. One is hygiene and another is social distancing, and take appropriate medical help when it is required. So let me come back to the point. It's about the immunity system that I was talking about. You need to laugh a lot during this period, to enhance your immunity system. You might be thinking, something has gone out of my head. No, it is not that. See, when you are stressed, what happens? Like most of the time when you're stressed, you don't laugh, you don't enjoy. The stress hormones, the cortisol, actually, stops the functioning of the immune system. So your immunity is not at its best when you are really low, really sad and all that. So at this point of time, you should start watching maybe cartoons or some comic videos or movies whenever you're free. And you really need to have a hearty laugh, because the happy hormones needs to be produced, and that is actually going to enhance the functioning of the immune system. Another thing is sleep. There are a lot of people, since most of them are working from home, and some of them are really not bothered because they have their children at home, the spouses at home, and they're either enjoying too much without understanding the severity of the situation, or they are in a panic state of mind, they're not able to get enough sleep. So what happens when you don't sleep? See, sleep is extremely essential, a good 6 to 8 hours of sleep. The reason why I'm saying 6 to 8 hours is again based on the age group that you belong to. So if you have a good 8 hours of sleep, let me just take on an average of 7 to 8 hours of sleep. What happens is that while you are in the state of sleep, it generates proteins, that actually helps in signaling your immune system to act accordingly. So if in case you do not have enough sleep, the proteins are decreased. It is not produced to the exact amount, or it's produced really less, and the signaling to the immune system becomes really, really less, and the body does not respond in the right way. So the immunity functioning comes down if you do not have good sleep. Okay, so these are two important things that is very, very general, and we know it, but we don't do it. So good sleep, and you need to laugh. I know at this situation you might be saying, why? How can we laugh if while the country is in this kind of a situation? We really need to go through this in a smooth manner. We need to face it in seeing the brighter side of it. Okay, so let me just go back to our grandparents and elders at home. They used to always tell us a few tips, how to keep your immunity system up and how to really, really prepare your body to, face these kind of bacteria and virus that is attacking our body. So one common thing that maybe most of us or a few of us would have heard is the use of turmeric. So in Indian household, turmeric is used in almost all the preparations, and not just for beauty or for any other aspects, but it has got a really good health benefit too. So turmeric, which has curcumin in it, it actually cleanses your respiratory system. So now when we are talking with reference to COVID or Corona, it is actually connected to your respiratory system. So if you are having a turmeric tea, or probably adding a little more of turmeric into your food, it is actually helping your immune system. Another thing is neem leaf. So neem leaf is gold actually, because if you have two neem leaves in the morning in your empty stomach, what elders say is that it really, really keeps you prepared for a war within your body. So it has got antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, all these properties in it, which actually cleanses the blood and boosts the immune system. Okay, so neem leaf is also a very good thing. So when we go on, another thing would be jeera water, which again cleanses the body, removes the toxins off, and preps the immune system to be at its best. So jeera water, turmeric, and all these things are the things which we would have laughed at, when elders would have told us, but these are the things that really have the benefits in them. Okay, so coming on to other things, like when we talk about food that we consume. So if I have to talk with regard to what you see on textbooks, the food that contains vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B3 are the ones that boost your immunity system. But when I say this, most of us will have to go and check out what are the things that come under this category. So in simple terms, if I say leafy vegetables, citrus fruits like lemon, oranges, and even kiwi, mushrooms, eggs, fatty fish, even beef and chicken liver, all these things actually boost your immune system. I will see that I make a note of all these things and put it, in the explanation box that is there right below. So you can have a look at the list of fruits that fall into different categories that boost your immune system. Now, if at all you cannot do any of these things, like if you do not have access to all these things, what can you do if you are staying away from home? I'm sure the e-commerce websites are working now, so you can always order for something like this. It is the Triphala Churman tablet, which is working wonders for us, and like we've been using it for a real long time, ignoring all the secrets that has been passed down from ancestors. We always like it in the capsule form, and we also like it when it is fancy. So this actually contains gooseberries also in it, a very, very rich supplement of containing flavonoids as well as vitamin C, which are extremely good at boosting your immune system. So I have been taking this, like you even get the powder form of this, which you can use. So these are also really good in for your immune system to work really well. So these are the few tips that I wanted to tell you. Tips in the sense, I just want you all to keep this in mind. So do not forget. I know we're going through a really, really bad phase now, but we are definitely going to overcome it. So you should laugh, you should have enough sleep, follow these small tips and tricks that has been passed down from our ancestors. So follow a healthy diet, stay at home, enjoy the time with your family. If at all you're going out for essential things, remember to keep the social distance. It was a small little effort from us to exchange knowledge that we have got from various books as well as from the elders, and we just wanted to share it because we are sure it's going to benefit a lot of people. So if you have such kind of facts or such kind of knowledge that has been transferred to you from your elders or from the books that you have read, please do share it in the comment box so that a lot more people will have access to your knowledge. So during this difficult phase, we have to stand united as a nation and follow the social distancing as well as stay at home and stay safe. So thank you so much for joining us today.